The story of the blues is a story of resilience. It's a story woven into the very fabric of America, born from the struggles and triumphs of Black Americans in the face of unimaginable adversity. This music, with its raw emotion and haunting melodies, emerged from the depths of the Mississippi Delta, its roots firmly planted in the soil of slavery and sharecropping. From the cotton fields to the railroad lines, black labor built the South. And from that labor, from the calloused hands and weary souls, came the blues. The music echoed in juke joints and on street corners, a testament to the hardships endured and a celebration of life in the face of oppression. The blues wasn't just music, it was a community. It was a way to share stories, to express sorrow, and to find solace in shared experiences. It was a form of resistance, a way to speak truth to power through music. This essay delves into the untold story of the Black blues pioneers, tracing their journey from the fields to the studios and beyond. It's a story of exploitation and resilience, of forgotten legends and enduring legacies. It's a story that deserves to be told, a story that reminds us of the power of music to transcend adversity and inspire generations to come. To truly understand the blues, one must first understand the toil from which it sprung. The lives of Black Americans in the post-slavery South were defined by hard labor. Sharecropping trapped many in a cycle of debt, while others found themselves laying railroad tracks, their backs bent under the weight of progress. This work was brutal, relentless, and often dehumanizing. The songs that emerged from the fields and the rails were imbued with this hardship, their lyrics reflecting the weariness, the pain, and the longing for a better life. The blues became a way to articulate the struggles that words alone could not express. The rhythm of the work found its way into the music. The steady beat of a hammer driving spikes, the synchronized movement of workers in the fields. These rhythms became the backbone of the blues, a sonic representation of their daily grind. The music offered a brief respite from the harsh realities of their existence. In the juke joints and house parties, the blues provided a space for release, a chance to forget the burdens of the day and lose themselves in the music. It was a collective catharsis, a shared experience that bound them together in the face of oppression. The blues is steeped in myth and legend, tales passed down through generations that blur the lines between reality and folklore. These stories often revolve around the devil, the crossroads, and the supernatural power of the music itself. One of the most enduring legends is that of Robert Johnson, a bluesman whose extraordinary talent seemed to emerge out of nowhere. The story goes that Johnson met the devil at a crossroads where he sold his soul in exchange for mastery of the guitar. Whether true or not, the legend speaks to the captivating power of Johnson's music. His songs, filled with longing, despair, and hints of the supernatural, fueled the mythology surrounding him. The crossroads became a potent symbol in the blues, representing a point of decision, a place where fate and free will collide. These myths and legends often served a dual purpose. They added an air of mystery and intrigue to the blues, further romanticizing its origins. But they also reflected the deep-seated racism of the time. By associating the blues with the devil and the supernatural, white society sought to demonize the music and distance themselves from its black roots. The Mississippi Delta, a fertile region between the Mississippi and Yazoo rivers, is widely considered the birthplace of the blues. Here, amidst the cotton fields and sharecropper shacks, a distinctive style of blues emerged, known for its rawness, its emotional intensity, and its mastery of the slide guitar. The Delta blues was characterized by its sparse instrumentation, often just a lone guitar and a voice. This stripped-down approach placed emphasis on the lyrics and the emotional delivery of the singer. The music was raw, unfiltered, and deeply personal, reflecting the hardships and realities of life in the Delta. One of the defining features of the Delta blues was the use of the slide guitar. By pressing a metal or glass slide against the strings, guitarists could create a range of haunting and expressive sounds. The slide guitar became synonymous with the Delta blues, its mournful wail embodying the pain and longing at the heart of the music. The Delta blues thrived in informal settings, juke joints, house parties, and street corners. Musicians like Charlie Patton, Son House, and Robert Johnson honed their craft in these spaces, their music becoming a soundtrack to life in the Delta. Their songs spoke of love and loss, of hardship and hope, of the everyday struggles and triumphs of a people striving for a better life.
As the popularity of the blues began to spread beyond the confines of the Delta, record companies took notice. Recognizing the commercial potential of this raw and emotional music, they set out to capture it on record.
However, this newfound interest was often accompanied by exploitation and deceit.
Many black blues artists, unfamiliar with the intricacies of the music industry, were taken advantage of by unscrupulous record executives. They were often paid a pittance for their recordings with no royalties or recognition for their work.
Their music was marketed to both black and white audiences, but the profits rarely trickled down to the artists themselves.
The recording studios became a double-edged sword. On the one hand, they provided a platform for black blues artists to share their music with a wider audience.
On the other hand, they exposed them to a system designed to profit from their talent while denying them their fair share of the rewards.
Despite the challenges, black blues musicians continued to create and innovate. Their music found its way onto phonographs and radios, spreading the sounds of the Delta far beyond its geographical boundaries.
And while the music industry often failed them, their legacy lived on through their recordings, a testament to their enduring artistry and resilience. Section 6, The Unsung Architects, pioneering blues musicians who shaped a genre. The history of the blues is replete with stories of extraordinary talent, but many of the pioneers who shaped the genre remain unsung heroes.
Their names may not be widely recognized, but their contributions to the music are immeasurable. One such figure is Charlie Patton, a charismatic performer and slide guitar virtuoso, whose influence on the Delta blues is undeniable.
Known for his powerful voice and unorthodox guitar techniques, Patton's music was raw, energetic, and deeply personal. Son House, another giant of the Delta blues, possessed a haunting voice and a guitar style that was both powerful and deeply moving.
His songs dealt with themes of love, loss, and spirituality, and his music had a profound influence on later blues musicians. Blind Lemon Jefferson, a street performer from Texas, was one of the most commercially successful blues artists of the 1920s.
His distinctive voice and intricate guitar playing made him a popular recording artist, and his music helped to spread the popularity of the blues beyond the South. These are just a few of the countless black blues pioneers who laid the foundation for a genre that would go on to influence generations of musicians.
Their stories deserve to be remembered, their contributions celebrated, and their legacies honored.
Section 7, Whitewashing the Blues Race Radio and the Remaking of Black Music. As the blues gained wider acceptance in the 1930s and 40s, a disturbing trend emerged, the whitewashing of black music.
White musicians, inspired by the raw emotion and authenticity of the blues, began incorporating elements of the genre into their own music. While some white musicians approached the blues with respect and admiration, others simply appropriated the music for their own gain.
Record companies, recognizing the commercial appeal of the blues to white audiences, often favored white artists, promoting them over their black counterparts. Radio played a significant role in this process.
Many radio stations, particularly in the South, refused to play music by black artists. This effectively created segregated airwaves, limiting the exposure of black blues musicians to a wider audience.
The practice of re-recording black blues songs with white artists became commonplace. These covers often sanitized the raw emotion and social commentary of the originals, making them more palatable to white audiences.
As a result, many white Americans were introduced to the blues through a filtered lens, unaware of the rich history and cultural significance of the music's black origins.
Section 8, The British Invasion, How the Blues Found Its Way Back Home. In a strange twist of fate, the blues found a new generation of devotees in 1960s Britain.
Young British musicians, captivated by the raw power and authenticity of the blues, embraced the music with a fervor that had waned in its own country. Bands like the Rolling Stones, the Yardbirds, and John Mayall's Blues Breakers immersed themselves in the blues, studying the recordings of their heroes and incorporating elements of the genre into their own music.
They sought out and collaborated with their blues idols, bringing them to a new audience, eager to rediscover the roots of rock and roll. This British blues boom breathed new life into the careers of many black blues musicians, who had been largely forgotten in their own country.
Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf and John Lee Hooker, once relegated to playing small clubs, were now performing for massive crowds of adoring fans. The British invasion, as it came to be known, helped to reintroduce the blues to American audiences, reminding them of the music's rich history and cultural significance.
It also highlighted the injustice faced by black blues musicians who had been denied the recognition and rewards they deserved for far too long. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of the black blues pioneers. The story of the black blues pioneers is a testament to the power of music to transcend adversity. From the cotton fields to the juke joints, from the Mississippi Delta to the world stage, their music has left an indelible mark on the world. Their songs, born out of hardship and struggle, gave voice to the voiceless and inspired generations of musicians across genres. The blues became the foundation upon which rock and roll was built, its influence echoing through countless genres, from jazz to soul to country. While the music industry often exploited and marginalized these artists, their legacy endures. Their recordings continue to inspire and amaze, serving as a testament to their resilience and creativity. The blues reminds us of the importance of preserving and celebrating black history and culture. It is a reminder of the struggles faced and overcome, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The music of the black blues pioneers is a gift to the world, a gift that continues to resonate with listeners of all backgrounds. Their stories deserve to be told, their contributions celebrated, and their legacies honored. The blues may have emerged from a place of pain, but it has evolved into a universal language of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit.